plenty of personal injury lawyers in Las Vegas, which can sometimes make it even harder to pick the one you need.
If you like to base your associations on community roots and giving back, then Michael Sanft and Lance Beesley from SOS Injury Lawyers could be the pick for you. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
That's a pleasure having you on. So your law firm itself has a fascinating backstory, which almost happened by chance, as far as I understand, for you guys getting together as a firm.
Right. I was doing a murder trial, and my client had representation for the civil side of the case, and I was doing the criminal side of the case. And after the trial, we got together and had a discussion about, what we could do with my trial experience and his work as a civil attorney, and we decided to form SOS.
There you go.
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
On that topic, how does a trial attorney differ from a lot of other attorneys out there?
Well, there's a lot of different attorneys, right? You have attorneys who never leave their offices, and you have other attorneys who teach, for instance. Lawyers that are in the courtroom understand things a little differently because they formulate their cases with an understanding at some point in the future they're actually going to be in court. And so as a result, they have a different idea, preparation, and strategy when it comes to like how to put their cases together. So with personal injury, sometimes you have lawyers who really don't go inside courtrooms, like real courtrooms, and you have other lawyers who are phenomenal in court, and that's the difference there in terms of the value of a case.
Right.
Really.
We mentioned, at the top of the segment that you guys are invested in the community. You guys like to participate in making everyone's lives better. And one of the things that we're running right now is the Give a Child a Book initiative, and you guys are participating in that. Why is that important to you as a firm, as people, individuals, and I'm guessing there's some kids involved as well.
Well, I think, ultimately reading is important. Obviously, as lawyers, we read. The idea of allowing a child to be able to open and unlock an entire world inside the pages of a book is sort of like, we're getting past that now, right? We're about putting people in front of YouTube videos and so forth. And I think if you can unlock the imagination of a child through the written word, it really serves a bigger purpose, a more educated country, really. And so as a result, we're hoping to do a very small share in that.
Yeah, and it doesn't just stop with kids. I mean, Elliott and I, we're big when it comes to animals.
That's
Elliott,
what we've heard.
I mean,
we've heard.
Elliott loves his animals, we both do. But you guys do as well. So how are you connected to the community in that way?
Well, Lance.
So, we're all big animal people. Bring our dogs into the office. We all kind of rescue animals, pick them up as strays here and there, help find them homes. We came across a really, really nice rescue called House of Second Chances. Ran into them by chance at a pet store. And Mike and I decided to, and the rest of us all jump in. We'll go and help out with their adoptions. We'll volunteer. But we actually kind of had to stop volunteering because the first adoption, he went home with the dog. The second adoption, I went home with the dog, and now I have 4. But typically what we'll do is we'll go up to the different adoptions every week, and we'll show up and say, hey, what do you need? We're in locally owned pet stores, and we'll say, what do you need? And let's just go shopping. We get a cart, we go around, and she just says, I need this, I need 4 of this. And we just fill up that cart. And it's the small things we can do. We just want to try and help them with some of the funding that they need, and who are we to say what they need?
Yeah. Actually, I checked out the rescue yesterday, seeing what you guys get up to, and it's actually, I think that's the same Pet Supplies Plus that I visit as well. I recognize the people working there as well. So I've probably bumped into you guys a bunch of times filling up carts.
2 of my kids work there, so.
Well, that's great. Clearly, SOS is a law firm with a difference. You guys have, incredible backstories. You were formerly a dancer as well, I think I understand. At some point, maybe. No, I think maybe in your background, or maybe you studied dance. Or
I think they're stalking you.
I think they're stalking me too, actually.
Hey, I know where you live as well.
Yeah,
but what can clients experience when they come and work with you guys and what you offer? Clearly, there is a different ethos to how you guys operate.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think we're a very small firm, which means we're not a cookie cutter firm. We're not in there just trying to get people in and out as quickly as possible. We do such a good job in finding the value of a case that other attorneys sometimes miss because they're just in a rush to settle a case. We don't do that. Second of all, we do prepare for trial. So our cases, from the moment we sign a client up, I'm looking at the client and the case and how it would translate in front of a jury, because that's what I do my entire career. The third thing is really communication. We are big on returning phone calls, which is the #1 bar complaint in Nevada. We give out our cell phone numbers. Me and Christian and Ryan, who are the other two partners in our firm, does exactly that. Lance constantly is answering his phone. I'm surprised it hasn't gone off yet. Quite honestly. So, I mean,
she took it from me.
That'd be a fun live interview.
Yeah, hello.
Taking a call.
yeah, exactly, right in the middle of something,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Right in the middle of a key moment when someone's breaking down crying, and then he's like, "Hello."
Walking out on family dinners is not always popular.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much
you,
for
Jen.
joining us this morning.
For sure.
To learn, you can connect and to learn more about their expertise and how they can help you, visit safetyovershares.com.